In the last lecture, we have seen how to create the objects. In this lecture, we will be studying how to create the array of the object. Array of the object. An object of the class, it represents the single record in the memory. What happens if we want to have more than one record of a class type? At that time, we have to create the array of the objects. As an array, it can be of any data type. We can also have the array of the variables that are of the type class. Such variables are called as the array of objects. Let us see the example. Here the class is being created for the student. Within the class body, I have declared one data member as the student name. It is being declared with the help of the data type, that is the character. Next data type is the roll number, which is of the integer data type. Then the access specifier public and the member function get data and the put data. Then we are going to close the class with the help of the semicolon. What happens if we need 80 students data? Then at that time we are not declaring the different objects, that is student 1, student 2, student 3 up to student 80. Why? Because it will become very difficult task to handle. For this, we need to use the array of the objects. Write a C++ program to accept the student's data and display it. For that, we need to first write the header file, that is hash include iostream using namespace std. Declare a class keyword followed by the class name. The class name, it is student. Within this, we are going to declare the data members and the member functions with the help of access specifier. The data members that I am going to declare in this program are private. We will be accepting the student's information such as roll number and name. Roll number, it will be in the form of the integer format. For that, we will be using the data type as the int followed by the variable name, that is roll number. And for the name, we will be using the data type, that is the string, and the variable name as the name. After declaring the data members, we need to declare the member functions. The member function that I am going to write is the void getData. In this, the first message that will be displayed onto the console is cout, then the insertion operator in the double inverted comma /n. /n, it indicates that it is going to go to the new line and it will be displaying the message enter the roll number. After that, we need to accept the input. For that, we will be using the cin, then the extraction operator and the variable name. Similarly, for the name, we are going to write enter the name cin name. After accepting the student information, we need to display it. For that, the function, we will write it as the void put data. Into this, we will be using the cout statement. Roll number the variable name and the end L. This end L, it will be acting similar to that of the slash n. Now what we have done, we have created the class. We need to now write the main function. The main function, we are going to write it with the help of the data type, that is the integer. In the main function, we are now going to create the array of object. For that, we need to write first the class name and the object name. The object name I have given over here is as the stud, and the array size we have to specify. The array size that I have given over here is as the 2. As we are using the array of the object concept, for that we will be using the for loop. With the help of this for loop, we will be able to accept the multiple students data. In this for loop, it will be divided it into the 3 parts. Which are they? First, we need to initialize the array. The initialization is being done first to 0. Next, we need to specify for how many times this loop it is going to iterate. As the maximum size is being given as 2, so over here I will be writing I is less than 2, which indicates that this loop it is going to iterate it for the 2 times. How it will iterate, for that I will be using this I++ operator. Within this for loop, the first statement that I am going to write it in the double inverted comma, that is detail of student. After this, I will be writing I+1. Why I have written over here as the I+1? Because I value it is being initialized to 0. We don't want to display detail of the student 0. We need to display detail of the student 1. For that, I have added +1 to I. After the statement, we need to invoke the getData function. For that, we will be writing it like this. Then dot operator and the function name, that is getData. What it is going to do, first it will accept the first information of the student, then it is going to iterate it for one more time to accept the second information of the student. As we have accepted the 2 students information, we need to display that 2 students information. Again, we will be writing the for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than 2, I++. Within this, the cout statement, student I+1 and end L. Then it is going to invoke the putData function. Then it is going to return the value in the form of the 0. Let us build the program and see what output we are getting. As there were no errors in the program is being built successfully, and it is being showing us onto the console to enter the student information, that is detail of the student 1. Then we are going to enter the roll number of the first student, then the name as the Rashi. Then it is asking us to enter the second information of the student. So the roll number as 5, then the name as Ramesh. See, as we have accepted the two students information over here, that two student information are being displayed. This is how we will be using the array of the object concept to accept the multiple datas.